Peace. What's good? What's good? It's your brother God Science up in here once again. Shout out, special salute to the few that do watch the videos. Subscribe, leave comments, whether it's good, positive, negative, whatever. Appreciate y'all just interacting with a brother. Everybody out there, hope y'all having a safe Christmas Eve and safe Christmas. Don't drink too much. Don't eat too much. Don't fight with your family. All that stuff, yo. But here to review the Redman new album. It dropped like yesterday. Now I done listened to it like 7 times in a row, so I can do a review on it. And it's dope. It's dope. I've been waiting for it for a long time. Now, I know some people young might not know who Redman is, but he's a legend in the game. Music is subjective. When you hear talk about greats, people will mention Tupac, which I can't deny that. Biggie Smalls, can't deny that. There's a lot of greats. Rakim, Big Daddy Kane. I could go on. Slick Rick. I could keep going on and on and on and on. But music is subjective. When it comes to my favorite MC in hip-hop history, it's Redman. Ever since EPMD, hardcore, when I first heard Redman's voice, I was like, yo, who's this dude? And he started appearing on EPMD albums, and I started like, yo, it's just something about him, that his style, then what the album came out, and I don't know how much times I bought that album, man. From my tape popping to somebody holding my CD and I just losing it. I bought that album probably like 8 times. So Red, I'm one of your biggest fans. You know what I mean? So I definitely, he basically sampled the funk. And later on as a producer, I learned why I liked Redman so much. And EPMD, basically the hit squad, they used funk in their music, sample a lot of Zap, sample a lot of P-Funk, you know what I'm saying? And I love that. James Brown, that album is a classic to me. Now, Muddy Waters is considered his best album. To me, his best album is There's a Dark Side. A lot of people would disagree with that. A lot of people didn't like it because it was slow. To me, the reason I liked it is, one, the concept. He had an ill concept. He used the album cover of Funkadelic Maggot Brain with the head coming out, and he told the whole story that he was really buried. So that's a dope album cover. Redman always had ill album covers because I think he knew that album covers, the album cover works with the music. The art goes with the music. You know what I mean? And I think he knew that. So his album covers will always be ill. And that album was the illest to me. Another reason why I loved it, because he did a lot of production. A lot of people sleep. Redman is a lyricist. Like, he's one of the, like I said, he's my favorite. Some people won't agree with that, but I don't think you can deny that that dude can spit his ass off. Now, on There's a Dark Side, he did majority of the production, him and Rock Wilder, but mostly him. And he had like this dark funk sound that I was like in love with, man. That album is like a classic to me. Now, from interviews, being a Redman fan, I'll watch interviews, I'll read any type of article on him. He talked about at that time he was in a dark space, doing a lot of drugs and stuff. So he really didn't. I saw him perform There's a Dark Side. He came to Florida once, and it was in the middle between There's a Dark Side when it dropped. I think it was like 96, before Muddy Waters dropped, and he did some of those songs on There's a Dark Side. He did Journey Through the Dark Side, Funkarama and stuff. That was just around when Muddy Waters was about to come out, and I don't think he says that he don't even perform songs from that album. He doesn't even listen to the album, which is crazy. It's ironic. Like the best album that I think that he produced, he doesn't like, which I can attest to that because as a producer, a lot of the beats that I'll make. And I'll give it to like one of my homeboys so he can give it to local artists, and I'll be like, yo, I'm not feeling that, and he'd be like, "What? You crazy, man? This shit is." So I get it, but definitely, and I know a lot of people out there like there's a dark side too. But Muddy Waters lyrically, it wasn't on a whole nother level. He stepped up. He stepped up his game on that album. Eric Sermon handled most of the productions on the first Muddy Waters album, and he did a great job. The album got like 4.5 mics in the source at that time. And I remember when it dropped, and I remember when I first heard it, I was like the first one in line at Sam Goody to get that album, and I listened to it. We was, I was in the streets doing crazy shit, but we was basically that, we would pop in the CD and just drive, and I listened to the whole album, and I didn't like it at first. I'm not even gonna front because it was so different from There's a Dark Side. I thought he was coming with that same vibe, and then I'll listen to it again, and then I'll listen to it again, and then it started getting better, and it started getting better. I'm like, yo, okay, this is an ill album, yo. And the illest song on the album to me is Creepin', which was produced by Redman. So he was an ill producer. I don't think in the hip hop community he gets the props for being the producer, the ill producer that he is. Now when he was coming out with Muddy Waters 2, I was like, you gotta come hard on this one, man, because Muddy Waters was those first three albums is classics. What the album, There's a Dark Side, Muddy Waters. I would throw in there Doc's Name too, because Doctor Name, I love that album too. It was a little bit more, a little commercial, but he still has some rough stuff. And Eric Sermon production on there was ill. He has some ill stuff on there. I still play it to this day. All those albums I still play to this day. Even There's a Dark Side. But when I know he was coming with the Muddy Waters 2, I was like, he got to come correct, because that's like following up Liquid Swords or Cuban Links. When Raekwon was coming out with Cuban Links 2, I'm like, and it's a dope album. Cuban Links 2, dope album. I don't want to get off topic, but it wasn't the first album. This album, Muddy Waters 2, it's a dope album. He has some hot stuff. Rock Wilder came with the heat, as usual. He produced some songs on there. It's dope. He has the same skits, he has a little bit of Dr. Travis in the beginning, not that much, but he got Uncle Quilly up in there. He has his famous skits, and that's what I love about Redman. He will mix humor with, with darkness. He can do that perfectly. You know what I mean? But the album is dope. This year it has been a great year for like legends in the game. LL Cool J album. I can't believe I'm even saying this. LL Cool J album is dope. It took me a while to even listen to it, because when I saw it came out, I'm like, LL dropping another album? Come on, man, give it up. But nah, the Abstract, Salute to Q-Tip, he did like all the production on that. Yo, it's dope. It just, you wouldn't expect, LL to team up with Q-Tip. So it just threw you off, but it's dope. Dope album. We know Snoop and Dre dropped. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are saying that, they were expecting Doggy Style. I do not expect them to all. You're not gonna outdo that album. You're not gonna outdo it. He took his whole life to make Doggy Style, and I always thought that was some of Dre's best production on Doggy Style. I thought that album should have got 5 mics. I honestly think, being a dude from New York, that the source was hating because he was from the West Coast and he didn't get 5 mics. He got 4.5, but that album should have got 5 mics. But a lot of people came out this year, you know what I'm saying? And it's just dope to see that the legends coming out and they still doing it. Redman on this album, Muddy Waters 2, he ain't lose a step when it comes to his lyrics. Dude is just still razor blade sharp on when it comes to that. And what he did, it doesn't sound dated. It doesn't sound dated at all. It's a dope album. Like I said, I've been playing it since last night. I stayed up till 12 when it dropped, and from since then I got like 3 hours, 4 hours sleep, and I just continued. I just came from the gym blasting it in my car with my speakers, so I got to hear the good sonics. Dope album. If you haven't listened to it, go support it. You know what I'm saying? I try to see if I can even buy the CD, but it's not on Amazon. So, I just been streaming it through Apple Music. But support it, man. Support these legends when they come out, showing and proving that age has nothing to do with hip hop, man. You don't lose that. And, like I said, this year has been great. A lot of Common came out with Pete Rock, and who else dropped? A lot of people dropped this year, man. And it's all been dope. You know what I'm saying? All been dope. So definitely go check out. I give the album, like I said, it's not better than the first album. I wasn't expecting that because, I don't know. But it is a dope album. It is a dope album. Worthy of being called Muddy Waters 2 in my, estimate. Of course, I wish he did a There's a Dark Side too. But from the way he's talked, he's not gonna be in that zone. Whatever, I know he was probably going through, and we don't know these rappers personally, so we don't know what they're going through and things like that. But whatever he was going through, it came out on those songs because it was a lot of weird skits, but I loved it. It was some dark skits, and Rockefeller was a dope song, man. I don't know. Basically, neurotic, and Rockwilder is an ill producer. Even back then, when he produced Flatliners project, when Gravediggers came out and that horrorcore was coming out in like around '94. He produced that. He had a dark sound too. He produced a lot of stuff on Jamal from Illegal. That album was dope. Redman did that song, Jamal Fades Them All with that Biggie Small sample. So Red is a dope producer, man. And I think he just don't get the props because he's such a ill MC. He doesn't get the props as a producer, but definitely dope album, man. Dope album. We got a good Christmas gift. For people who Redman fans, we got a good Christmas gift, yo. You know what I'm saying? So I'm rocking out to that, like, till I'm, tired of it. Like, I can't play Kendrick album anymore. I've been playing that for like a whole month. So I'm like, I gotta take a break. But a lot of quality albums dropped. Can't forget Alchemist and Rock Marciano, man. Alchemist is just on a whole other level, bro. But definitely just showing and proving that this hip hop is still here, and these brothers are keeping it alive. Support their music. Redman, if you ever see this video, man, make those CDs available. I will buy it. The CD. I got all his CDs. I just like to keep a collectible of CDs. And the good thing about my car, I think it was this is a 2017. It has a CD player in it, So I'll still be rocking my CDs, man. I think like in the future, I don't know. This is just something so impersonal when it comes to digital, when you streaming these music, you don't own them. You got to keep paying the subscription bill. It's different when you used to go to the store, buy the CD, you own that CD. You know what I'm saying? And then you crack the CD open and you put it in and you open up. This is what I'll do. Open up the credits, look at the album cover while the music's playing. It's like all a ritual, yo. especially with Redman. You know, anytime he dropped, yo, I was there. Now, Malpractice, I didn't really like. It's a good album, but I didn't think he was that focused because he was doing a lot of other stuff. Red Gone Wild, dope. Um, Reggie, dope album. I think that was a very slept on album. His last album he did with Def Jam, Redman Presents Reggie. That's a dope album. But dope album from Muddy Waters. I'll give it like a 7, 8. It's dope, dope. But that's my review of the new Redman Muddy Waters 2 album. Y'all go support my brother. Salute to Redman and all the other greats for making some quality music this year. Snoop and Dre, um, LL, all y'all, man. You know what I mean? Outkast, what's up, man? Andre 3000, what's up, man? These dudes are in their 40s. Ice Cube, I can't forget that. Ice Cube dropped the album and it's dope. You know what I'm saying? What's up, man? Come on. Andre 3000, come on, man. Anyway, salute y'all. Y'all stay safe. Peace.